Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Brad. This is my channel Animate Orange, where I build and talk about 3D metal models such as Metal Earth. And today I want to start something a bit new, something I've been thinking about, and it's a news update for the world of 3D metal models. And today, specifically Metal Earth, I'll probably mostly talk about Metal Earth models because here in the US that's the main one, but there are other models out there that you can get a hold of. And I've done a few, want to expand more into that, but more about that later today. Let's start off with this sort of news update. We're talking about some of the Metal Earth models that have recently come out. Now recently, Metal Earth has released quite a few models, like the Cessna 182 float plane. That has come out very recently. We also have the classic Vespa 125. Interesting that they've decided to go with scooters, but you know, you look at one that looks pretty neat. Haven't done one of those yet, but I will definitely have to. There's the Old Country Church that came out very recently. And in the Iconics line, you have things like the Willys Jeep that came out recently, as well as the USS Missouri BB-63. And then on the Legends side of things, they've come out with some new Legends models recently. The Guardians of the Galaxy models, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, Star-Lord, and Groot have recently come out, and there's a bit of a redesign with those models, and I'll talk more about that in just a second. And then not too long ago, the My Little Pony collection, which I haven't touched on yet, but I will eventually at least build one to see what they're about. You've got Twilight, Sparkle, Rarity, Rainbow, Dash, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, and Applejack. And those are models that have recently come out from Metal Earth, and I will try to keep updated with new releases as they come out and bring you a quick news update video. Coming soon, if we look at the coming soon section of Metal Earth, things that they've announced that are up and coming. For one, we have the Osaka Castle, and that's been listed as up and coming for a while now. It was listed up along with the Old Country Church and the classic Vespa, if memory serves, but it hasn't come out yet. Still soon to come. Speaking of the Vespa, there's a Vespa Primavera 150 that's listed as coming soon, as well as the Independence Hall, and some other very interesting ones that look like they're borrowed from the Peace Cool lineup, possibly, or Tenyo. We have Horse Armor, European Knight Armor, Chinese Ming Armor, and Japanese Toyotomi Armor, and those are listed as coming soon. I'm excited to see those. Those look like some of those might be influenced or come from other lineups like Peace Cool or Tenyo, which is, I believe, all part of the Metal Earth family, just internationally speaking. We're here in the US, we have the Metal Earth lineup officially licensed to be sold here. So they're bringing some of those to the US. I'm excited about that. And another thing, going back to the recent release, it's been a little while now, but they came out with several interesting models, several Gungan models that not too long ago were released that were also borrowed from, I believe, either the Tenyo or Peace Cool lineup. So that's very cool that they've brought those to the US, and it looks like they'll continue to do so. Now another thing that's got me wanting to start this news update right now is because recently I built one of the Guardians of the Galaxy Legends models, and that was Star-Lord. And what came as a bit of a surprise to me is that with the new Legends Guardians of the Galaxy models, they did a bit of a redesign with the model kit. For one, the metal isn't quite as shiny. It has more of a matte finish, which really, I think, looks better for those models for what they are. But the big thing that really excited me, really surprised me building the model, the new Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord model, was the way the legs assemble, the way the model assembles. They've changed the design, and the legs come together, mainly the legs, and it reflects on some different design changes in the rest of the body, but mainly the legs come together very differently, and I like the design change. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and you've already built some of the older Legends models, check out the Star-Lord build and see what I'm talking about, because from what I understand, they have gone back and redesigned the older Legends models to do the same thing, to have a more of a matte finish, which looks better in my opinion, and to have that new design change where the legs come together differently. Now, whether or not, if you go out and buy one right now, you'll get the old style or the new style is still up for grabs, because they got, from what I understand, a big shipment right before the design change, so they're still selling those off, and it's kind of a hit or miss which one you'll get. But in time, as the older ones sell out, you'll have a better chance of getting one of the newer design models, and that's really good news, I think, because they're a little easier to put together. a little easier to understand, less guesswork, and I just like the design better and the look better. So that's one of the things I wanted to announce today. That is it for today's Metal Earth news. If there are any changes coming up in the near future, I'll try to make this a more regular occurrence and keep up with what's going on with new releases, upcoming models, and other news facts that I find out. And in future episodes, I would like to talk about other models as well, like P-School, Tenyo, MU, Picture Kingdom. There's so many more out there. But for now, for today, that is all. I'll leave it at that. As always, thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.